by coaching. I'm streaming. Alrighty, welcome back to the jungle for the first time, Mr. Udyr. Now, I'm playing on a lower ranked account because I don't play Udyr much. But with this account, it had Spirit Guard Udyr. I've played a little bit of him, and you know, I think it's time to add him to the roster of champions that we upload. He's a cool guy. I just never really gave him a chance. And the best part is that I don't know too much about him just yet. Like, I know I use that empowered Q, and boy, that deals a lot of damage to the single... deals a lot of single target damage to the camps, and that's cool. I know whenever you switch abilities, then it gives you attack speed, too. So we're going to continuously do that, using the Q and the R to whittle down the camps as we go here. One thing that's cool about the Q is that it gives you that extra range on the autos. And you can use the empowered R to make it stay in place, and that's pretty cool too. That's kind of the pattern. Auto, auto. Then you swap. Auto, auto. So for the clear here on Udyr, we want a full clear every day of the week, without exception. Without exception, and that's going to make us pretty strong because we'll always have our golden XP over the enemy. XP is so important nowadays. And Udyr is a champion that utilizes the high amounts of XP because he's a juggernaut. Any juggernaut champion wants to have a 1 or 2 level lead over the enemy and then to start fighting. So if you ever skip a camp for a play, like, that's an easy thing to correct. First 2 turns, you need to farm everything into the play, not try to make it happen yourself. W gives us that shield, and as we auto, we heal a little bit. And then the last ability here, our E, will stun the enemy. I'm going to save my empowered form, actually. Schmack, schmack. Gives us movement speed, and we stun on our auto attack. Now, these guys are pushing pretty far forward, so let's pay them a visit. Health potion. Hi, guys. E. Now we're going to R. Hit him. Hit him. Q. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. E. Auto. Auto. Q. Auto. Auto. Q. Auto. Auto. Nuke down. I think one thing that's hard for newer Udyr players is not spamming out the abilities as they go. Always get those 2 autos, and most importantly, shout out to Trick 2G. Move past the enemy when you hit them. You gotta be auto moving every single time. Already, job's done. Faded Ashes, Ruby Crystal. Actually, give me that Dark Seal. That's what I want. Boom. A sweeper, too. To the top side. Faded Ashes giving us ability power that burn damage to the camps. It's going to combo with our R. It's going to be our first ability that we max. You always want to max that Phoenix Stance as it gives you the damage to the camps. And then Dark Seal, HP ability power. And that bad boy stacks up. We can later turn it into Medjai's, too. Very cool. Yasuo is full HP, so I'm not even going to worry about a gank up there. I messed this up. I'm supposed to use my empowered R on the Krugs here. It's a little bit slow. But yeah, the same rotations just get faster and faster as we farm these camps now. Farm them all, do a play, rinse and repeat. Start putting points into that R now. And then use that empowered Q, just like last time. It's always going to deal more damage to the big part of the camp. Schmack. Moving. Schmack. So I guess you can kind of practice moving past the enemy as you're doing the camps. Because as you're finishing a camp, you always want to be moving it towards the next one. Tito, start that dragon up, big man. I dare ya. Control ward. Ulti, auto, schmoving, W. Ow. Well, I have no allies here, so we're going to relocate quick. Teemo has 29 CS. Look at my team. They're doing nothing. Yumi says she's on the way. My asshole. I've been lied to before. By Sushi, by Zyra, all sorts of ladies. Always saying, I'm on the way, I'll show up. And they didn't. One time, when I was in like middle school, I was scheduled to go on a date with my girlfriend, and then they didn't show up to the movie, but not like to ditch me. It was just like they they tried to message me, but I didn't have a phone at the time. We used MSN. They tried to message me like, oh, I can't go actually, but I had already left. GG. Well, we take Teemo's camps for him doing dragon. I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something. See if we can't attack Mr. Yasuo here. So once we're done with the camps, we want to have a play, and there's no objective, so this is an opportunity for us. Boy, he just goes in, eh? Auto, E, stun, Q, auto, auto, Q, auto, auto, R. Nice. Let's help Mr. Wukong crash this wave, and then we'll get a reset. Yeah, ideally as Udyr, you fight that first dragon, but when it's not an option, you just gotta move. You gotta adjust. Very nice, very nice. And in this case, we're lucky because Teemo hadn't reset. He just had 29 CS, so we could take the Wolves and the Gromp. Haunting Guys, Sweeper, Control Ward to the top side. Now we can just clear the camps down. On the new map, the Void Grub spawn at 8 minutes, so we want to be there, be square. Luckily, it will line up perfectly. We'll do Krug, Red, Raptor will be level 7, and Teemo will only be level 6, if even. If even. Yeah, I'm playing in lower elo and Teemo's gonna eat more shit, but like, Bob, you can do the exact same thing. And I know that you don't because you waste your time doing stupid shit. When you were watching TikTok, I was making $1 million. You know what I mean? And with level 7, that's another point in the R, on top of all the base stats that you get. Remember the part where we're a Juggernaut champion? We get a lot of free shit every level. Teemo, this is my jungle, man, sorry. So now that we're over-leveled, level 7 to Teemo's 5, we can start playing like an asshole. Sweeper. Just start these bad boys up and say, who's gonna stop me, huh? Kill these guys. R onto Teemo. Run. Smite bad, hold up. I have the 900 smite. You guys are that low? E, flash, R, W, any day now. Oh, fuck. She actually dealt enough damage. Oh, no, she didn't. Teemo got the shutdown. I died to his poison and red buff and ignite, and it's a lot of true damage I took. Oh, well, we have the Leandries. We're just going to reset right back to those Void Grubs. And that's what I'm talking about. So even though we die, it's still a good play. Always will be for Udyr. Udyr has to participate in these skirmishes in the river, or else he's not having value. So it's not a matter of if we contest those Void Grubs, it's how we do it. I'm kind of okay with how it went. But we're going to return right back to them, and then start them up and say, who won't stop me, huh? You don't have Ahri ulti, Teemo sucks, Yasuo's dead. We got pretty good chances here. Don't use the smite until we have to. See if they come contest us. And then we'll let the AoE / the burn damage just finish off that other Void Grub. And off we go. This is what I like about Udyr. He gets shit done. This is like the guy that works super hard at the grocery store. And you're like, how old are you? And he's like, 65. And you're like, fucking what? Alright, I'm going to clean up the camps now, as we're moving on towards bot side. We'll start maxing the W second. That's going to give us some tankiness as we go. I guess I'll just skip Raptors. But unlike other junglers where the bot lane is pushed there, we're not going. Not yet. Now with the Leandries, we clear a lot faster. The Leandries gives us ability power, HP, and that max health burn. And max health deals a lot of damage to the high HP targets like the camps. Also gives us a percentage damage increase, and that's pretty nice. Because Udyr only takes long fights, as you'll see. Where he's so basic, we're almost at that point where we're going to overpower the enemy big time. Boy, is this guy chasing? E. R. E. Auto. Auto. Q. Auto. R. Auto. Noob down. Come here, Sushi. Come here, Timo. Kill this guy. Sortie. Yeah, beat him up. Auto. Noob down. Udyr's a very honest guy. You just slam into him with the fucking R. You've been outplayed, bastard. Go ahead, ward it, Sushi. You'll never hit that bubble. Right. Job's done. Do you have any camps? Oh, shit. I do have my empowered E, so I can try to get onto the Ari. Never mind. The empowered E makes you unstoppable, so you can't actually be charmed. And then just right back to my red side camps. Don't want to reset just yet where I have my camps up. Because we cleared our camps, we did the play. These bad boys have respawned. We might as well take them before we reset. Mr. Yasuo does not want to die. Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll reset now. This is where the build gets really fun. Boots of Swiftness into Deadman's. So we get the extra movement speed, the slow resist, and then Winged Moonplate, some HP and movement speed. A little bit of armor. Even though they have quite a bit of AP, we'll deal with that later. Just in general, you don't have to buy magic resist early because your HP will do the job. Usually AP damage is based on abilities too, so you can't get hit by a billion abilities. Emo's attacking. Well, we're gonna have to make him pay for that. Yeah, this guy's raptors are up too. Kill this guy. Ulti. Auto. Auto. Ulti. Auto. Move down. Use that W shield to mitigate his shrooms and shit, but he's feeling really bad. I'm level 10, he's level 9, and that is going to get so much worse for him as we go here. Try to take his camps. Don't be scared. Even if Ari comes to stop us, we're the tankiest man alive. Worst thing you can do is be a pussy here. E, auto, Q, auto, auto, Q, auto, auto, R, auto. See? See how easy it is? The main deal is don't be a pussy. Stand your ground. And you won't believe what happens next. Alrighty, kill this bot lane. This is the hard part, the forcing the play part. Eesh, moving onto Jhin. R, R. Q. Okay, onto Jhin. Auto, auto, E. Stun. We're blinded, it's fine. A little bit of damage. If you auto while you're blinded, then it doesn't stun them. Back to the camps now. Can I take that turret? No. Rift Herald's coming up on the top side, so the play is done. We want to farm our camps towards that, and we'll be light years ahead of Mr. Timo, wasting his time defending one wave bot lane. Udyr. Why didn't I play this guy? A million people told me to, but I didn't. I'm gonna skip those Krugs and just right into the river. Skip that Scuttle as well. But just that basic aspect of swapping the abilities as you're fighting is like kind of beast, like this. Smack, smack, Q, smack, smack, R, smack, smack. I'll be honest, I have fun doing that shit, and it's kind of stupid, so. Boom. The Rift Herald no longer applies that reduced damage as you're fighting it, which is so good for Udyr. I'm gonna wait in the bush, see if they keep chasing. R, auto, auto, E. Okay, well that was easy. Q, auto. Nope, that was a bit too easy. I'll be taking all your camps, sir. So now as we're entering the mid-game, we want to take all these camps, overgrow the enemy. We're 146 CS to 67, poor guy. It'd be the same in Challenger. Don't feel too bad for him. He picked Teemo Jungle. And then we want to slam into the enemy with all of our fucking stats that we have from having too many levels, from farming too many camps that the enemy can't compete with. All the meanwhile taking those objectives and playing for them in the early game, because those give us XP as well. Let's see, Dragon's in 23, so I'll just go ahead and reset. Skip those Krugs. Takes too long to get up there. Wow, I'm so strong. Deadman's Play and the Spectral's Cowl. Deadman's giving us HP, armor, movement speed, extra movement speed across the passives, reduced effectiveness from slows, just like boost to swiftness, and then a little bit of on-hit damage, because as you'll see, check it out. Boom. That initial auto deals damage, and as you move around, that keeps stacking up with the Deadman's. So it acts like an on-hit item. It's very weird. Dragon time, girls. It's time for Dragon. Ulti, auto, schmoving. I won't go down without a fight. R, take that. Block the stun here. E, schmoving. Nice. See, we mitigated quite a bit there, W. Get him, Yuumi. They might be flanking. But notice how I'm not just barreling into 4 people. Not yet. We gotta give him some space. Oh, jeez. Assuming they backed off. Oh, they're really just running in here. Auto. We're blinded. W. Auto. E. Get back here. Hit him. Flash on that guy. Hit him. Q. Auto. Auto. Ulti. Auto. Auto. Ulti. Auto. Bye-bye. Yep, it's too many fucking stats for them to deal with. You guys didn't come with enough numbers. Yes, me play Udyr. Me so good. Udyr is like the guy who likes to do nothing and gets super feds fantasy, man. That's honestly why I haven't played the champ too much. That's not my slime, but, you know, every now and then, like, that felt pretty good. Alright, let's clean up this dragon and then clean up all the camps. Let's just go into Teemo's jungle. We're much stronger than him. Dude, the slow resist is pretty crazy too. I just walk right through the shrooms. Eesh, moving. Ulti. Honestly close. E, R. Just trying to get the Leandry's proc, a little bit of the burn damage applied. Since I can't guarantee that I get that auto off. That's good enough. Since I took this detour, I might as well reset again. Which, I mean, this is how we're going to play Udyr with a lead now. We want to start getting into the enemy jungle and then fighting them rather than farming just our own camps. Medjai's, Kindle Gem to the bot side. Alrighty, now even though they're all up there, I'm going to go solo the Atacon. Keep your eyes on the prize. 177 CS. Level 14. And it's easy to get to this point, man. The 11 kills are like just a consequence of the game state, really. But you can have the levels regardless. And the levels like make it very easy to play. You don't take too much damage, you deal good damage, etc, etc. Because with each level you have points in these abilities which give you power one way or another. I'm not even taking damage from this shit right now. Just always using that empowered Q on the objective, that's for sure. Right. Nice. The new Atacon picks up the roses around. Stun. R. Auto. Just stand here. I'm like Trick 2G in his prime. I just got a kill. crash this Rift Herald. 14 stacks in the Magi's. Sushi, you think I was going to back off? Very rude of you to assume. RR. That's the pirate combo right there. R smite. E moving. Oh. W auto. R auto. Sortie. Sortie. It's a shit ton of damage though. Stun, Q, auto, nuke down. Yeah, when they're diving in, we don't have to use the R to slow them. We can just wail on them with the Q. The Q deals good damage. Okay, GG. Final score, 13-1-5. Leandri's dealing 2,400. GG, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about Udyr, and give me some Udyr tips yourselves. Alrighty, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.